rebound, rebound, rebound. Nice work, you guys. Here we go. Rebound, here we go. Work, work, work. Get in the paint. It's a fight.
5'9" guard, number 10, Wendy Knight. 5'9" guard, number 13, Erica Agumake. A 5'7" guard, number 21, Gabriel Stanton. A 6'1" forward, number 22, Nicole Ina DeMarco. And a 5'11" forward, number 30, Olivia Agumake. Head coach for the Owls is Tina Langley.
Opening up their season against the Rice Owls, who beat the Lopes last year 64-50 in Texas. I'm JP Sarr, joined by Dewey Jeffries, and the Lopes are going to need to be sharp on defense if they want to escape with a win, Dewey.
Absolutely. You know what? The Lopes played excellently last game against Embry-Riddle, and that offense is what we're going to need to see. But you're also right. That defense is going to need to show up again today as well. With our starters today, Tushar, Gajewski, Murphy, Mobley, and Lee, we should be pretty set up for the first half.
Mobley came off the bench in that exhibition game. Of course, it was just an exhibition game, but the Lopes shot very well. 46% from the field and 44% from three. How can they continue that hot shooting and enable that success tonight here?
You know what, honestly, they're just going to need to be able to keep up the energy and keep up the pace. They were able to stay with it last game, and, you know, coming off, and this is the first game of the start of the season, and, you know, they're going to need to be able to keep as we go now to the court for a jump ball.
Well, we are set to go. The Rice Owls will win the tip-off. Stanton is the point guard, and the Ogwumike sisters are the scoring powerhouse for Rice. An early jumper by them and a rebound by August Tushar. Great box up for her.
That early on defense, like you said, is going to be really crucial to the Lopes' success tonight.
Bree Mobley working the ball off the screen. Mid-range jumper, puts it home. Lopes up 2-0 early on.
Get those shots in early. You know, keep that pace up. Keep the defense and the offense moving around pretty quick. The Lopes have a chance to come out on top.
Beautiful shot there. Ogwumike fires up another three. She misses. Bree Mobley with the rebound. Mobley got close to a triple-double in that exhibition. She's off to a hot start here. 2 points, 1 rebound. Gajewski with the ball. Over to Shard, looking for Lee down low. She'll find it to her. Up to Murphy. We saw Murphy out on the perimeter a lot in that first game. I'd like to see her out there today. Bree Mobley in the corner. She takes a mid-range jumper around the screen. This one just misses.
Vanessa Murphy did have a double-double last game with 11 points and 10 rebounds. Starting off the season really well for the Lopes. The Ogwumike sisters working around, drilling right up to the basket. Owls score.
And a great drive for the Rice Owls. Aya DeMarco playing center for the Owls here. Foul against Caitlin Lee. Rice was asking for that last possession as Olivia Ogwumike got knocked to the ground. They call it this time on Caitlin Lee. We saw that at the end of the game. She was getting a little too physical down in the paint, and the refs called them 4 offensive fouls.
Yeah. That aggression is necessary, but the Lopes are going to have to be wise. We don't need any foul outs in this game.
Aya DeMarco going to the corner, defended by Murphy. This one's up with Stanton. Over to Erica Ogwumike. She's more of the guard type. A nice pump fake by Stanton. She'll take a nice jumper. This one just rolls over the front of the iron. Tashard pushing the pace. Little dribble handoff to Gajewski. She's got some space for 3. Oh, just rings out.
The Lopes shot 60% in the first half against Embry-Riddle last game.
Erica Ogwumike for a 3. She misses. Caitlin Lee strong with the rebound.
That power shooting is what we're going to hopefully see again from the Lopes this game. The Owls have a very strong offense as well, so it'll be definitely a match to remember.
Bree Mobley, another mid-range jumper. This one just misses again. I like to see the aggressiveness from Bree Mobley early on. She's coming back on defense, and a great defensive play by her. This one, Lopes wanted it out of bounds off of Aya DeMarco, but this Bree Mobley got the last tip on that one. Inbound play upcoming for Rice. Inbounded to Aya DeMarco. And a foul called against Vanessa Murphy. Little push off down along the baseline.
Yep, the Lopes are definitely going to have to be a little wiser with their use of fouls, even accidental fouls. Fouls can become extremely costly later on in the game when you need them.
Now, Dewey, we got to address what happened last year. Lopes lost by 14, but a lot of that was due to Shawnee Rainey, who is out for the season for the Owls here, as Ogwumike, Olivia that is, puts up a little layup to put Rice up by 4. And that's really got to help the Lopes that one of their best players is out. Of course, tough for the Owls early on before their first opener. Gajewski, mid-range jumper, she misses. Caitlin Lee, offensive rebound, gets it back to Mobley. And Tashard's going to slow things down.
Absolutely. Rainey had an average of 11.7 points per game last season. She and Aya DeMarco were both on that top of that, the top shooters for Rice, and having only one is going to be crucial. Foul against Caitlin Lee. Lopes to keep the ball here.
Pass down to the post. Olivia Ogwumike was on the defense there. She got a little aggressive when she was trying to steal that one. It'll be the first team foul for Rice. Bree Mobley gets open. Aya DeMarco, great recovery to play defense on her. She would have had an open lane to the basket. Mobley. He's got Tashard. Tashard around Lee for 3. Just short. Lee running after the rebound. And Erica Ogwumike is going to defend her out. Now, Erica, much more of a guard type, and Olivia, much more of a down-low presence. Both of them transfers from Pepperdine for Rice. They are going to be star players for them this entire year. Knight with the screen. Ogwumike fighting through it. She saves it inbound, somehow gets it to Stanton. Stanton with a little reverse layup and puts it in. What a play by the Rice Owls.
That was incredible. Snuck right through, snaked through, down under the basket, and put the ball right in the...
What a play by Rice. Erica Ogwumike kept it in bounds, somehow got it to Stanton. And a travel called against Bree Mobley.
She was looking for the foul on that one.
Early substitution. Olivia Ogwumike checking out. And they see Alexa Chrisman check in for the Owls. And Stanton running the early point. Stanton, one of the returners. Played in 17 games, didn't start in any. She starts the first game of the year for the Owls. Good defense by Caitlin Lee. Played hard on Chrisman.
Still have not scored in the last 3 minutes. 6-2 with the Rice winning. Almost 4 minutes
And
now.
a great drive by Gajewski, gets that drought over with. Gajewski put a nice right-handed layup high off the glass. You're gonna see it here, she zoomed past her defenders. Beautiful layup by her. Fell to the ground, she wanted a foul, but referees won't give it to her. They'll give a foul on the other end to Shard, but a non-shooting foul.
Rice checking in now. Gabrielle Stanton. Miscommunication there. Tashard will pick up that.
Tashard, great defensive play there, stayed pretty aggressive. Mobley with the ball now. I love the Lopes offense here. We saw it in the exhibition, a lot of motion and a lot of movement. Gajewski's gonna get a mid-range jumper, and that's automatic for her.
6-6, the score is now tied. 5 minutes to go in the first quarter.
I wouldn't so much call it a run, but a nice little 4-0 stretch for the Lopes there to get this game tied back up here early on. Don't want to fall behind early, and a three by Stanton misses. Gajewski secures the rebound. She's pushing it up the court. She's got Bree Mobley ahead of her, and some Lopes come to join. And now a free throw jumper by Caitlin Lee. And a foul against the Owls, I believe. We are going to have a timeout first. We will clear that up right when we come back.
GCU is the university that never sleeps, moving at the speed of light, so we can give our students the competitive edge they need to succeed. And now, GCU is leading in the areas of computer science and IT. We prepare students to meet the demands of the fastest growing industry through our innovative IT programs in our College of Science, Engineering, and Technology. Using the latest real-world tools and an adaptive curriculum, GCU gives students the education they need today to excel in their careers tomorrow. Join the most inventive concept in education right now and position yourself for a future in the expanding world of IT. GCU offers fast-track options with courses in cybersecurity, cloud computing, systems architecture, and business analytics. Find your purpose at Grand Canyon University. Private, Christian, affordable. Visit gcu.edu/IT.
Welcome back here inside GCU Arena. Score is 6-6. It's been a pretty good game, just 5.5 minutes in so far. What do you think, Dewey?
Honestly, you know what? The Lopes and Rice, the Owls, they are doing really well against each other. The score is tied. We are working now to see which team is going to have the stronger defense, because both teams are pretty aggressively on offense as
And
well.
for the Lopes so far, we've seen Gajewski and Mobley are the main shot takers. How do you like that in our offensive little motion dribble handoffs? How does that work well for the Lopes?
It works well for the Lopes because they know who's going to be able to execute that shot the best. They know how to move the ball around, try to confuse the defense of the Owls a little bit, and they know how to get the ball where it needs to be so that Gajewski or Murphy can get the ball over there.
Very important, and the Lopes are going to need to shut down Ogwumike. That's going to be very important for them if they want to win this game. Both the Ogwumikes, really, they're very aggressive and they're very confident with the ball.
Absolutely. Both of them covering both the front and the back end of the court is able to read what the Lopes are doing and try to outshoot them.
So that was a foul committed on Vanessa Murphy right before we sent you to break. And the Lopes inbound the ball with a fresh new shot clock. Tie game, 4 minutes and 20 seconds remaining here in this first quarter. Tashard got it to Murphy up top. Mobley with it now, 11 on the clock. She'll shoot it. Yep, you betcha.
2 points right there. You got to love the communication Mobley has, being the little leader of the Lopes right now, moving everybody around, trying to get the shot in, as she did right there. She saw the shot and she took it.
Grigsby checked in for the Owls. Ida Marco gonna drive this one. She throws a layup up there and it gets jammed in between the rim and basket. Possession arrows pointing towards the Lopes.
That's honestly always a fun, an accidental, but a fun little accident going on right there. It's not something you see very often, but it always makes us laugh and smile a little bit when it does happen.
It's kind of a funky little play. She just tossed the layup up there and it jammed right in between. They got the broom to get that one out. And August Tashard They'll bring the ball up for the Lopes. Steal a possession there. Gajewski's got it. She had some time in the corner, but a good recovery by Grigsby. Into Murphy. She had her defender beat. Had Lee down low. A nice riser by Bree Mobley. She just kind of popped, stopped, rose above the defense and shot that one. A nice bank shot. She's got 8 points here early on, or 6 points early on for the Lopes.
Absolutely. Murphy, like you said, Mobley and Gajewski with the points for the team right now. 10-6.
Good run for the Lopes. 8-0 run in the last 2 minutes. And in that same 2 minutes, Rice is on a scoring drought. 0 points in the last 2.5 minutes. Kind of flip-flopped. Rice came out a little strong. They were up 6-2. Then the Lopes kind of shut them down for a little while. Coming out of that timeout, 2 quick buckets for the Lopes.
Absolutely. And Ida Marco here for some free throws. Last season, she had 12 points per game. She's also one of the better free throw shooters on the Rice team.
Ida Marco misses the first. Yeah, you were right. She shot 81% from the line last year, but just shows you what this GCU crowd can do. We got a nice crowd on hand here for this 2 p.m. start. Of course, Mountain Standard Time, Daylight Savings this last Sunday kind of mixed up the time.
Ida Marco makes that second shot. Bouchard takes the ball down.
Jordan Jackson checked in for the Lopes. We were talking about her before the game, Dewey. She had a tough start to her GCU Lopes career last game, but I look for her to bounce back strong.
Absolutely. Nothing
Lopes
called
turn it
there. Mobley was looking for the foul, but refs either didn't see it or didn't feel like it was an offense.
Ida Marco dumps it off to Knight. Knight running point. Stanton checked out. Give her a little breather. Grigsby defended by Jordan Jackson. Great job staying in front of her. Gajewski playing on Ida Marco. And an offensive foul against Ida Marco. Great job by Jessica Gajewski taking that charge and getting the Lopes forcing a turnover.
She tried to stay on her feet, wasn't trying to fall down, but she just got sandwiched between 2 of the players, and Ida Marco just knocked her just a little bit to the side, and she fell over.
Gajewski did the great defensive play. Now she's going to be rewarded by dribbling the ball up the court, starting the play for the Lopes. Little screen and roll action with Caitlin Lee. Bree Mobley bounces in front of it. And another offensive foul. Man, these refs love to call those offensive fouls. We've seen many of them early on.
Absolutely.
Both sides.
Most games, you don't really see a whole lot of offensive fouls. Both teams seeming to have to struggle right now, keeping their offenses less aggressive than their defense. Defense is usually the more aggressive side as you're trying to get the ball back, but the offenses are trying to keep the ball so aggressively that they're fouling each other out.
Erica Ogwumike bringing the ball up over to Ida Marco. Screen by Olivia. Olivia's wide open down low. Great recovery by Myra Williams. Olivia Ogwumike was wide open down low. Ida Marco defended by Bree Mobley. Grigsby, tough shot, low percentage shooting. Now Olivia pump fakes. She's gonna get by she's gonna get by Myra Williams. Fans wanted to travel here.
Still
Scramble
no
for the ball now, but Bree
Mobley.
Mobley's gonna get it. After all that, Lopes coming down on a fast break. Mobley up for a layup, she misses. Offensive rebound, tipped by Gajewski, put back up for Bree Mobley, and a great hustle play by the Lopes.
Right there, the 2 top scorers working together to get the ball in the basket no matter what. After that little hodgepodge down there under the basket. And
another charge called. We are going back and forth, charges against charges, and Tashard going to take this one. She's walking it off a little bit. She seems okay, a little banged up, but a great defensive play by August Tashard.
Like we've been saying, the aggression on both sides right now is a little overwhelming.
And Rice's drought continues. 0 field goals in the last 4 minutes and 15 seconds. Tashard with it. She looked like she wanted to shoot. Over to Jordan Jackson. Lopes got a very solid lineup in. Going small. Myra Williams, the tallest person in. Chrisman checked in. And a travel called against Bree Mobley. Good defense and double team by the two tall players in for Rice right now. Aya DeMarco and Chrisman came in and kind of shocked Bree Mobley almost and forced her to travel.
Absolutely. The defense of Rice seems to be pretty solid when it comes to going against the Lopes offense. They're not really deterred by a whole lot of the ball movement going on.
And a three for the Rice Owls misses. Jackson with the rebound. She's pushing it up the court. I like this. Lopes always grab a rebound and push it up to see if any fast break opportunities are there. Then they give it to Shard, and she's able to slow things down.
It's always good to have that smart tactic so that you can see if there is any opportunities.
Mobley, good pump fake and drive, and she gets two and lays it in.
She's too quick. Mobley, you see she goes up for the shot but realizes she can get around those players and takes it right up to the basket herself.
Beautiful play by Bree Mobley, fights through traffic, and now she's on defense. Stanton with it. Olivia Ogumake looked like she wanted to shoot. Not a lot of threes taken for the Rice Owls so far. Only 2 on the game.
We're sitting at 14-7 with 10 seconds left in the first quarter.
And Olivia Ogumake fires one up at the buzzer of the shot clock, and the rebound tipped out by Rice. Lopes will have the ball with just 10 seconds remaining in the first quarter. We've seen the Lopes hit some buzzer beaters in their career. August Tashard had one at halftime of a game against UTRGV, I believe it was last year. 3 seconds now, Bree Mobley working it. She dishes it to Gajewski. Gajewski at the buzzer. Oh, just misses and rings out. Lopes lead 14-7 here at the end of the first quarter. We will be right back after this short timeout.
Hey Phoenix, it's Thunder Dan Marley, head coach at Grand Canyon University. Coming to GCU was a great move for me. Join Antelope Nation by enrolling as an evening student at our beautiful campus in the heart of Phoenix. Earn your bachelor's, master's, or doctoral degree to take your career to the next level. Engage with industry expert instructors in small classroom settings where you can get the support you need to excel. Scholarships available. See you on campus. Go Lopes.
Find your purpose at Grand Canyon University. Visit gcu.edu/evening.
Welcome back here in GCU Arena. A very aggressive and exciting game so far. 14-7, the Lopes lead, and Dewey, you said it, very aggressive game, very exciting to watch.
Absolutely. The Lopes have been aggressive with trying to get those shots in as they're leading 14-7 right now, but the Owls have been aggressive as well on offense and defense, making sure the Lopes have almost no time to think about what they're going to do, get the ball around to whoever they want to shoot. It's mostly been Gajewski and Bree Mobley this first quarter, but both teams have to deal with the aggression that is going on the court, and it's basically slowing and keeping both teams at bay. They're not able to come out above either side.
Now let's talk more about Bree Mobley. 5 for 8 shooting in that first quarter. She's got 10 points. She's off to a hot start. She has looked very confident dribbling the ball.
Absolutely. Bree Mobley looking to basically be the leader of this Lopes group tonight. As you said, she's got 10 points. We just saw that play that she just did. Went up and was looking to pass the ball around. She's looking to see if anybody's open, but if they're not, she takes charge herself and realizes that she can go take the basket and get those points herself.
Now the Lopes doubling Rice score. Clearly they're doing a good job on defense. Now I was talking about it before the game. The Ogumake sisters are great transfers the Rice Owls got from Pepperdine. What have the Lopes done to control them and keep them out of the paint, doing such a fantastic job of that?
Like I said before, the Lopes have been doing really well with the ball movement. They've always been fairly good at ball movement, and keeping the ball on the move and not stuck in one place for too long, it gives the Lopes the chance to outmaneuver the Rice Owls right now, so that there's no chance for either of the sisters or anybody else on the Owls team to get inside the way.
Now we are going to throw it back to the court, get ready for this second quarter. Very exciting first quarter. Lopes doing a great job on defense, forcing the Rice Owls to shoot 20%. They went 3 for 15, 0 for 4 from three-point range. Lopes shooting 46% themselves, off to a hot start as they were last game.
22, what's your Chipotle rice order?
Lopes not shooting as high of a percentage as they did against Embry-Riddle, but that is to be expected. The Owls are working overtime basically to keep the Lopes at bay.
Aya DeMarco double teamed She found Chrisman on the roll, but she's unable to handle the pass. And a jump ball called, possession arrow pointing that way. Will be Lope's ball.
Chrisman
Yeah,
looked
I
as
actually-
if she was wide open.
I think they forgot to switch the possession arrow because on that jump ball and that layup when it got stuck in the basket, I believe that's called a jump ball. And that was Lope's ball there. Maybe I'm wrong, but Lopes get possession nonetheless. Havocs on their feet here, waiting for the Lopes to score in this second quarter. Very exciting crowd on hand here in GC Arena.
Jordan Jackson shoots
Great
up.
step back by Jordan Jackson. I like the move and I like the aggressiveness. Unable to convert the shot. But she's got a tough defensive matchup against Lauren Grigsby. Grigsby played 29 games last year for Rice, and Stanton with the little lay-in for Rice gets him on the board and ends that scoring, or that field goal drought they had at the end of that first quarter. Cuts the lead to 5. Lopes hoping to get those 2 points right back.
That first score of the half so far.
Bree Mobley looking for the mid-range jumper. Can shoot from anywhere. She always got to give her respect. Gajewski now. Gajewski, a nice step back 3. Just rolls in. Toilet bowled around the basket. Thought it was going to come out, and this one just falls in.
You always got to love that. We're going to see it again here. The ball looked like it was going to pop out, but slides right back in. That's always such a prideful shot right there.
Ida Marco beating Gajewski on the drive, and she gets an easy lay-in. Tashard came for the help, but we're going to get a timeout by Nicole Powell and discuss the Lopes defense here early in this second quarter. We will be right back here on GCU TV.
I'm Bianca, I'm a sophomore here at GCU, and I'm studying mechanical engineering.
Arizona is completely different from Italy, but that's why I love it so much.
I feel honored to be here at GCU. I feel like they truly care about who I am. GCU is a fast expanding school, and I love that this school includes diversity into it. I just feel like I found a new home here in a different country.
The engineering program is not easy. They take in-class lectures and material, and then they allow you to apply hands-on activity and laboratories and experiments. I will be able to apply my knowledge and make a difference immediately. If you're passionate and if you work hard, you can do it, and GCU is here to support you. I can be whoever I want because I know that here I am welcome and I am accepted.
Find your purpose at Grand Canyon University. Private, Christian, affordable. Visit gcu.edu.
Very electric crowd we have on hand. Nicole Powell called that timeout. He's got to discuss the Lopes defense. They gave up 2 quick baskets there in this first quarter. We're not even 2 minutes in, and they call a timeout. Dewey, tell us about Nicole Powell. What is she telling them right now?
Nicole Powell, as being the 8th head coach, she's worked really well before with the last team that she worked with. She was working with the Oregon Ducks, and she worked with their forwards and their wings, and you know what? She's been helping us out right now as well. She's been able to get us, able to move. That's what I think the ball movement is becoming better because of that. She's worked with our wings. She's worked with our forwards, and we're able to move the ball and push the ball to get to the basket a lot easier. And you know what? She's probably telling the Lopes, on defense, chill back a little bit. Stay on your defense. Stay on where you're supposed to be at. But as we come back to the court, Bree Mobley brings the ball back, and we'll see some of what she's told them.
August Tashard dribble handoff with Jordan Jackson. She gets it all the way over to Bree Mobley. Mobley working on Olivia Ogwumike. Picked up her dribble. Had to give it to Jackson. 11 seconds on the shot clock. Jackson trying to figure out what to do. Jackson's going to get in the paint. Tries to lay it in. Just misses this one. Didn't get it high enough on the glass. And Rice is coming down quick. Lopes trying to recover. Finding their mans. Little mismatch here. Bree Mobley on Olivia Ogwumike. They switch. Now Jackson on her. Jackson with a steal. Great defensive play by GCU. And they're coming back down the court quickly, but they're going to slow it down. Tashard's going to get it, and she's going to call the play.
Lopes always like to slow the ball down unless it's an obvious fast break. They like to think about what they're going to do so that they can make sure that they ensure they're going to capitalize on those points.
Tashard, just such a smart offensive dribbler. ball handler. She just knows the plays, knows what the defense is going to do. A nice jumper by Bree Mobley. Got stand on skates a little bit and beat her with the jumper.
You see it here. She was going to go, pulled up, and the shot is perfectly right in the net. Rice with the ball now, trying to maneuver around Grigsby.
Grigsby, one of the solid bench players for Rice last year and coming off the bench this game. She's going to go to the line. 88% free throw shooter. Very solid last year. She misses the first. Very shocking start for Rice. I don't know if it's the arena, I don't know if it's the Havocs or the baskets, but they're not able to make their free throws. Saw Aya DeMarco, she missed one earlier, an 81% free throw shooter, and now Grigsby, an 88% free throw shooter, splits two.
The Owls have a history of having about 68.2 points per game, but here we are in the second quarter of the first half.
Almost halfway through the second quarter.
And the Lopes are just keeping them at bay, keeping them stuck at this 12-point margin.
Bree Mobley tricked him, was going to bounce off the screen, gave it to Tashard. Tashard fired up a three and missed. And a foul against Jordan Jackson. She does not like this one. Came in hard on Olivia Ogumake. First foul against Jordan Jackson. You're going to see that again here. Came in hard. Bree Mobley got the ball after the steal, but referee calls a foul. Grigsby over to Knight. Knight down to Ogumake. She gets around her defender in a beautiful reverse layup by Olivia Ogumake.
The Owls have been not just aggressive, but they've been very accurate in their shooting for the most part. The Owls have been able to sneak around their defenders.
Gajewski for three! All day, Jessica Gajewski knocks down a three, and she gets to double digits.
Once she gets warmed up, Gajewski is a hot shot. Threes after threes.
Grigsby, she's going to take her turn for three. She misses it. Bree Mobley gets the rebound. Very physical down low, but Mobley secures it and brings it down.
Lopes looking like they're going to slow it down again.
Jackson over to Tashard. Tashard on a much taller defender, Erica Ogumake.
Good to see communication going on for the Lopes right now.
Very good communication. Bree Mobley going to beat her defender off the dribble. Go for layup, and she's going to lay it in. She's tough to beat down there. So long arms. She's able to finish those very difficult layups. Aya DeMarco dumps it to Knight. This one makes its way to Grigsby. A lot of off-the-ball motion for the Owls. Grigsby on the drive, and a block called against Jordan Jackson. I thought of all the charges they've called in this game, I thought that one was definitely going to be a charge, considering what these referees have been called, but they call a block, and Grigsby will go to the line for two.
Definitely looked like a charge from this angle. Grigsby looked like she was running directly into her, but as you said before, Grigsby with 88% free throw shooter. But the Owls have not been doing so hot on free throws this game.
Kavita Akula checking in for the Lopes. She had an absolute stellar debut as a Lope in their exhibition game against Embry-Riddle. Shot 4 for 6 from three-point range. She had 14 points on the game.
Absolutely. 4 3-pointers.
Was absolutely on fire.
And made a couple of free throws last game.
Gajewski wants Akula to come get the ball. Gonna go to the other side. August Tashard, nice pump fake. Gets to the corner, Bree Mobley. And she misses her jumper. Rebound by Myra Williams. Gets it open. Kavita Akula. They're gonna swing it around the horn. This one back to Mobley. Mobley bouncing around the screen. Gajewski, Akula, Tashard. Great ball movement by the Lopes. Just 15 seconds on the shot clock. Great offensive rebound by Myra Williams. Created this great offensive rotation for the Lopes.
Absolutely. Lopes looking to get in.
Akula, long three. She just misses this one far. This one tipped out. Jessica Gajewski got a little aggressive on that rebound. Skied over Stanton. Almost got the rebound, but just tips it away.
Owls pass the ball in. Stanton will bring the ball up.
Olivia Ogumake. She sets a screen, a beautiful roll, and then she gets it and finishes the layup. Almost lost it to Jessica Gajewski, but so strong down there in the low post, and she finishes that one. August Tashard. Such a confident point guard over to Gajewski. Gajewski defended by Erica Ogumake. Floater by Gajewski. Yep, you betcha. Great job. That's her patented move, a little right-handed floater.
Lopes 26 points. Gajewski adding 2 more to hers with that floater right there. Gajewski with 12 points.
This one gets to Erica Ogumake. And a charge called. Great job by August Tashard. Ogumake was coming in using her size. Got a little shoulder into Tashard, the smaller defender. And August Tashard fell and drew the charge. Great job for the Lopes. Nice defense by August Tashard.
It's about the second or third time this game Tashard has been knocked straight to the ground.
She's a little shaken up, maybe hurt her wrist on that one, but she looks okay. Bree Mobley comes in. Nice pump fake by Mobley, just misses it. Put back, missed that one, but she gets the offensive board. Way to stay with it. Bree Mobley did.
Got the quick reflexes, got the quick rebounds, and able to get the ball right back out to August Tashard. Slow it back down again.
August Tashard, dribble handoff, Bree Mobley. Mobley's got some space. I'm surprised she didn't look to shoot that. Gajewski, screened by Myra Williams. 6 on the clock. A nice right-handed floater. Yep, you betcha. She was running to the side, got around her defender, and threw up a right-handed, almost hook shot. Jessica Gajewski did. You're seeing the replay now. Beautiful job by the Lopes. They lead by 10. 2.5 minutes remaining in this second quarter.
I'm Dewey, a student here at GCU studying communications. My dad graduated from GCU in 2009, and he is definitely bleeding purple. He loves GCU to the max. Me choosing to follow in his footsteps was the best idea I could have chosen. The program they had here and the direction it could take me was exactly what I wanted and what I needed. I am a GCU Lope, and I will forever always be one.
Find your purpose at Grand Canyon University. Private, Christian, affordable. Visit gcu.edu.
Lopes lead 28 to 18, and all 28 of those points, 14 by Gajewski, 14 by Mobley.
Absolutely. I don't know what it is about those two, but that that dynamic duo right there, they both can read each other's thoughts. All the other players on the team, I mean, you've seen Akula, you've seen Tashard, being able to move the ball around and get the ball to them so that they can shoot and score, because they're the ones who are going to drive the ball up, and they're the ones who are going to make those shots that they need.
This may bode well for the Lopes down the road, because Rice may start double teaming Gajewski, double teaming Mobley, and leave Akula, Tashard, Jackson open for threes, and we know they can knock them down, so that might come in the clutch later on in this game. And an offensive foul, another offensive foul. What is that, the 7th offensive foul on both teams called?
It has to be. Fouls have been a little excessive on the offenses.
Yeah.
In just this first half, we got
moving
2 minutes.
Screens, getting aggressive on the drives. Akula's got some space. Surprised she didn't look for that shot. Mobley over to Gajewski. Screen. Gajewski has some space. Aya DeMarco on her. Over to Mobley on Knight. I'd like to see Mobley try to beat Knight off the dribble here. She does a little fadeaway jumper. Yep, beautiful shot by Bree Mobley, and she moves to 16 points on 8 for 14 shooting.
There's another good example of just how strong of a leader Bree Mobley is on this team right now.
Grigsby, high post to Chrisman. Chrisman was looking for Knight cutting down low. She'll find Grigsby over Stanton for 3. This one a high arc. That was a very high shot. Myra Williams got the rebound as it went a little too far.
Lopes again pushing forward.
August Tashard passes it. Akula's got some time. This one air balls, just misses, but Myra Williams with the rebound, and she stepped out of bounds. Rice ball. Kavita Akula struggling shooting here early on. And Rice scoreless in the last 2.5 minutes.
Akula with that missed shot, only her second attempt at field goal this game. She will warm up, being a transfer from Garden City Junior College in Kansas. Star player over there. We'll get the time to see her warm up as the rest of this game continues on.
Knight was looking down low. The new sub for the Rice Owls. Great move by Aya DeMarco. She misses the one-handed shot. Gabby Ozude checked in for Rice. 6'2", center.
Lopes setting up a play here. Trying to be more structured in their attack against the Owls. A missed attempt right there. Knight with that steal. Gajewski goes in and tries to get the ball back.
Foul calls in a reach-in foul against Jessica Gajewski. Lopes made 2 attacks trying to steal that from Knight. First it was Bree Mobley running by her, and then Gajewski followed it up with a reach of her own. Gajewski got fouled.
Owls, some miscommunication right there. Aya DeMarco didn't get there quite in time. And
Turnover
Lopes ball
for the Owls. Jessica Gajewski dishes it off to Okula. She's going to give it to Mobley. 12 seconds on the shot clock before halftime. Lopes lead by 12, and they're going to have the last shot. Could make it 15. Mobley with 4. Mobley, 2 to Shard at the buzzer. Yep! Lopes at the buzzer, lead by 15. August to Shard. I said it at the end of the first quarter. I said she made a 3 at the buzzer beater last season against UTRGV, and she does it again against Rice. Lopes lead by 15 at half. We'll be right back for your halftime show.
Founded on the belief that the entrepreneurial dream is an engine that drives innovation forward in a global marketplace, the Colangelo College of Business educates and develops values-driven business leaders. Our graduates exemplify the principles of servant leadership and entrepreneurship. GCU's strong Christian identity informs the education you receive, integrating our Christian values with the business curriculum. The college features more than 25 programs from the bachelor through the master's level, catering to traditional, evening, and online students. These programs serve a diverse set of aspiring business professionals who not only learn in a classroom, but gain real-world experience operating actual businesses. Our students also receive unique access to Jerry Colangelo's legendary experience, leadership, and connections throughout the business world. Find out more at gcu.edu/business.
I'm Sarah. I'm a senior at GCU studying hospitality management. Since the program started, it's already grown so much. There's so many opportunities for students to be able to learn outside of the classroom. We have the golf course, we have the hotel, the restaurant. My professors are industry professionals. It makes me feel comfortable knowing that I'm being trained in relevant information. When you graduate from GCU with a hospitality degree, people know that you're prepared. I think it makes you better equipped to handle any situation. It makes you more valuable, especially here in Phoenix when there's so many opportunities. The best part about being a GCU student is just the fact that I'm in a community where everyone supports me and everyone wants to see me succeed. One of the things I love about GCU is just the importance they place on servant leadership. I serve in the children's ministry, teaching Sunday school. It's incredibly rewarding. GCU is helping me find my purpose.
Find your purpose at Grand Canyon University. Private, Christian, affordable. Visit gcu.edu.
Welcome back here inside GCU Arena. Lopes lead 33-18. Great first half for the Lopes, Dewey. Bree Mobley and Jessica Gajewski both on the board. Double-digit points. 16 for Mobley, 14 for Gajewski.
Absolutely. You know what? Like I said before, that dynamic duo right there, they both really know how to read the ball. They know how to read their team. They know how to understand what they need and when they're needed to be there. And having that precise position to be able to go to the basket and be able to shoot and be able to, like, you know, okay, here's where we go, here's where we're taking our shots to where they need to be, they're able to capitalize and convert those points.
Well, women's soccer had the WAC tournament. Men's basketball has their second home game right after this one. Let's take a look at Adriana with our halftime report.
Hey everyone, I'm Adriana Sparza with your Lopes halftime report. What a time to be a Lope. So much excitement is happening this past few weeks, so let's catch up. Women's soccer made it all the way to semifinals in the WAC tournament. Unfortunately, they lost to Utah Valley 1-0, but they gave it their all, and they even took 16 shots in the second half. Other big news, Coach Dan Marley was inducted into the Arizona Sports Hall of Fame. We're so proud of him and can't wait to see what the future has in store. Women's basketball also had an exhibition game against Embry-Riddle, where they completely dominated, 79-54. Bree Mobley led all players with 21 points, and Vanessa Murphy received her first double-double. Men's basketball also put on a great show against St. Francis in their first exhibition game, 89-49. Everyone got to see some playing time and got to show their worth. We're excited to see their next game as they play Florida A&M University tonight at 7 p.m. in the arena. They had a sold-out crowd last game, so you won't want to miss this game. I'm Adriana Sparza with your Lopes Halftime Report. Back to you guys.
Thank you so much, Adriana. Lopes doing a great job here early on tonight, and GCU women's soccer able to pull off the first round upset.
Absolutely. It was. I was actually at the tournament, and watching the women's soccer team get to the second round of the tournament was absolutely incredible. Getting to see them play, and they played their hearts out. They actually did a really good job against when they played against Utah Valley. They did not win and get further on, but they did play like they needed to.
It was an electric environment in GCU Soccer Stadium. First postseason playoff game of any sport we have here at GCU Grand Canyon. Tonight marks the first season for Nicole Powell. I'm sure she'd love to have a postseason game. It wouldn't be right here in GCU Arena, but I'm sure she'd love to have one in the NCAA March Madness tournament.
Absolutely.
Let's take a look at what she had to say about the season ahead.
The theme for our program, not just this year, but really, some foundational principles are, being committed, being passionate, and being unified. I really feel like those three things embody a whole lot more, but it really embodies the identity of our team and what we're trying to accomplish. Being committed to this program, our team, our staff being committed to one another, and also committed to their craft and trying to be the best student athletes that they can be, both on the court and in the classroom. Our next one is of passion. Everything we do, we want to do it because we love what we do. Working really hard every single day is not always enjoyable necessarily, but it feels really deeply satisfying. And so, having a passion for what you do, I know that I do, my staff does, and so we're recruiting players like that. And I think when we come together, we're passionate about trying to build something special, a really great season that's palpable, and that's something that we talk about and feed off of each other every day. And the last thing is just being unified. It's so incredibly important in life and in team sports especially. What we're gonna go so much greater together than having individuals playing out there on the court. And so those are really strong themes that we talk about and try to express as a program. Well, we're really looking forward to the season. First game coming up on November 10th against Rice University, and we're excited. We've been working from the summer to the fall, and finally it feels like basketball season. There's a crisp feeling in the air, and it's kind of like, it's time to get on the court and start competing. Our team is really looking forward to it. All the hard work we've put in throughout these past few months, it's finally going to be able to express itself coming up.
Nicole Powell doing an awesome job with this women's basketball team.
Absolutely. She's originally from right here in Phoenix, Arizona. She was a star basketball player here in the Valley. She went on to play for the Sparks in the WNBA, and you know what? She did exceptionally well. It's awesome that we get to use and get to have her as a coach here building up our Lopes team for basketball. As we said before, she worked with the Oregon Ducks as well before she came over here for 3 years, and one of her jobs over there was, working out new strategies, working out recruitment and everything like that. And we've seen her recruitment has done really well. We have Avita Akula, and she is just a wonderful player as well. But we also see some new strategies for the Lopes on the court as well. Looking at the way they move the ball, the way that their defense and offenses work together and work separately to battle against their opponents and to make sure that everything that they do is as a unit, as a team, and that they're following each other and they're reading each other. That's one thing I've specifically seen on the courts tonight is the communication between the Lopes and between the players on the court is exceptional. Looking at them, you can see them visibly talking to each other, whereas Rice, as we see that, there's probably obviously some communication there, but it's not as clear or as specific as to what is going on, and that is probably a big contributor to why the Lopes are ahead 33-18 right now.
Well, you're taking a look at some highlights, some of Bree Mobley's tough finishes. The fans are having a good time here tonight, and Nicole Powell has the Lopes up by 15 in this first half. Hopefully she can continue it strong and the Lopes can escape with a win here tonight. We'll be back right after a short timeout to wrap up this halftime show and get you going with the second half of women's basketball.
I am Laura Lozoya, and I am majoring in biology with an emphasis in pre-med at Grand Canyon University. The dorm life at GCU definitely helped me build relationships, and I've made great friends on this campus. The quality education here is great. You're testing your limits, but you're going beyond them. It all comes together. The sciences, the ethics, and just everything. It's a beautiful thing.
Grand Canyon University, the quality of a private Christian education, the affordability of a state university. Visit gcu.edu. In today's competitive market, the demand for specialized knowledge is ever growing. Take the next step in your career by earning your doctoral degree from the College of Doctoral Studies at Grand Canyon University. We offer advanced doctorate degrees, from a Doctor of Business Administration to a Doctor of Education and online PhD programs. Learners apply their research, critical thinking, and analytical skills to solve real-world problems in areas such as business, leadership, and psychology. Our dissertation process is embedded into conventional coursework to help you move quickly toward graduation with a supportive learning community to keep you engaged. Work closely with faculty to pursue your unique goals and enjoy a variety of convenient learning formats. Attend class on campus in the evening or pursue doctorate degrees online and benefit from a curriculum designed for working professionals by experts in their fields. Join our community of scholars as we strive to live differently in the world and make a significant impact in organizations, communities, and society, or churches, educational institutions, and corporations. Find out more at gcu.edu/doctoral.
Welcome back here inside GCU Arena. Lopes lead by 15. Very exciting atmosphere going on. Everyone's excited on their feet for this women's basketball season, and everyone's excited for the second half to get underway.
Absolutely. We talked about it going out of the first half. Gajewski and Mobley, all-star shooters for the first half of the game. Gajewski with 14 points and Mobley with 16. And Tashard with that buzzer beater 3 at the end of the first half. We hope to see a little bit more from Tashard, as she's been pretty much the ball mapper. She's been dishing out the ball to where it needs to go, getting it to Mobley or Gajewski wherever she sees fit. But you know, with that last three-pointer, she might be getting ready to get started and get heated up for this second half. But we also want to see some more defense from the Lopes, as we can be rest assured that the Owls are going to come out of halftime after their big talk. They're only 18-point score for the first half, ready to come and hit the wheels hard and get some points on the board.
Yeah, Coach Langley in her third season at Rice, she's definitely familiar with this ball club, and she is going to get them coming out second half on fire. What can the Lopes do to slow that down a little bit and continue this great defense in which they've forced 31% shooting.
Yeah, like you said, 31% shooting. The Lopes have been doing really well. They need to keep on doing the ball movement. They keep on moving the ball around, keep on communicating with each other. That's important. They've been able to talk and get the ball to where it needs to go. The Lopes really need to execute their defense in a way that will keep Rice on its toes, keep it moving, because if they slow down and stay still, Rice is going to catch up to them, and they're going to beat them on those offensive shots.
And for the Lopes offensively, we saw them last game start off very hot, very similar to this game. They shot almost 50% in that first half. How can they continue to shoot well? And last game they dropped off a little bit in the second half. How can they avoid that drop off here in this second half in this game?
I think it's just going to come down to executing their plays. It's going to come down to who is getting the ball, reading at who's getting it, paying attention to where the defense is, because Rice has come up a couple times and surprised them and stolen the ball away from them. But the Lopes are definitely going to need to be able to read each other and look and pay attention to what they're doing and not have less communication struggles than they have had that second quarter.
And kind of translate that last three-pointer for us. How much motivation can that give a team hitting a buzzer beater at the end of the second half and coming right back? How much energy, how much motivation, how much actual impact does that have for a team?
It has a huge amount of impact. We see that shot when August Duchard took that three-pointer and everybody was kind of silent until the ball went in the hoop and we heard the buzzer go off. Everybody screamed and everybody was excited. Coach Powell and the whole bench got up and was clapping and congratulating the team as they came back to the bench for halftime. And it just gives them that built-up energy, that built-up momentum to start the second half, hopefully on that same level of excitement and energy to come out and really exude this level of basketball playing that they've been doing the whole first half.
While the coaches giving their last words of advice, words of wisdom to their teams, getting ready for this second half. Lopes are up by 15. Lopes need to continue this aggressive pace they've been on if they want to extend this lead. And Rice is going to need to start quick and cut this deficit down pretty fast. It'll be Rice ball heading towards our left. Our left, your right. Rice is heading. Havoc's right behind us. It is very exciting here. We will get this second half underway with Stanton, the point guard for the Owls. And a foul against Caitlin Lee. Got physical down low. She looked shocked. She didn't think she fouled her, but Ogwumike hit the deck.
We've still got that same high aggression already starting out the second half with offensive fouls. We've seen a lot of those this entire game so far. And Caitlin Lee is not excluded from that as she gets traded in.
Caitlin Lee picks up her third personal. Kavita Akula is going to check in for her. Lopes going a really small lineup. Vanessa Murphy, the tallest player. She does a great job playing defense there, though.
Like we said before, Vanessa Murphy with the double-double rebounds are her strong suit, and we hope to see more of those from her the second half.
Only 2 so far this half. Mobley's leading the way with 8 rebounds, almost had a double-double in that first half. Gajewski going to do a dribble handoff to Duchard and a travel called against Duchard. She did that little stutter step pump fake move and took one too many steps, switched her pivot foot, and the referees will catch that one every time.
Absolutely. The refs know that the players are going to try to juke out other players, and that stutter step is one of the most common calls for traveling that we've seen.
Stanton gets by her defender, easy left-handed layup. Very solid play for the Owls. Ogwumike was coming to set a screen, and Duchard almost anticipated it too much and jumped it, gave Stanton a wide open lane down to the hoop. 2 points for Rice first. Only 1 minute into this second half. Mobley, mid-range jumper. She misses just short. Great defense by Ogwumike. Erica Ogwumike. Olivia will fire up this three, and she rolls it in. 3 points for Rice. Cuts this deficit just down to 10.
Rice has already scored 5 points in this second half, cutting the deficit down to 10 points. The Lopes trying to get the ball around, find their way into the box.
Lopes looking a little stagnant on offense, not moving as much as they were in the first half. Deep three by Gajewski. Yep, that one rolls into. These rims don't seem to be very forgiving, and they just kind of roll and roll and roll, and then finally fall.
Gajewski with that beautiful shot, as you see it here, spun around, almost spun right out. I don't know what it is about the touch of her three-pointer, but it likes to tease us a little bit before it decides to go in.
Great drive by Stanton, left-handed layup. She gets fouled, misses the basket, but she'll go to the line for 2. Stanton, another good free throw shooter for the Owls. 70% on the year last year. She took 17 free throws. Normally a guard of her stature, kind of on the shorter side. You don't see her getting the line much, but a very aggressive drive. 2 early aggressive drives here in this second half. She gets to the line.
Absolutely. But like we've seen, when she makes that first shot, the Owls have not done so hot this game with free throws.
Stanton makes both.
The first Rice player
to make
both free throws this game.
They've gone to the line several times, and every player seems to miss one. Tashard gets it on the baseline. She's got Akula. Oh, Tashard was back in the corner open. Akula did not see her. Missed a wide open 3 for Tashard. This one over to Akula. 7 on the clock. Mobley moving in. She's going to take a mid-range jumper. She tried to get by her defender, stolen by Olivia Ogwumike, and she's hustling down the court. Erica using her dribble moves. A great move by Erica Ogwumike, and she gets it up and in.
Good defense by Vanessa Murphy. She stopped her from getting that drive all the way to the basket. Ogwumike was still able to get the shot, but the defense is where the points count.
Well, Rice cuts the deficit to single digits. 36-27. Tashard for 3. Boom! She nails it. That's 2 for 4 from deep for August Tashard. And another great layup. You're watching the replay of August Tashard's 3. Gabrielle Stanton moving that quick. She got a quick little layup for the Rice Owls, and the deficit's back to 10. It's going to be a back and forth second half. It's going to be exciting, Dewey.
Absolutely.
Strap in.
We said right as we went to the half that Tashard was going to get fired up, but she goes up for the layup.
Great floater. I like the aggressive shot. Very high percentage. And Tashard's going to play defense on Aya DeMarco. Little size mismatch. Wouldn't be surprised if the Owls try to cycle it back to Aya DeMarco over there. Erica Ogwumike for 3. She misses just on the left side, but DeMarco charges all the way over, and Stanton will have a wide open 3, and she is fired up, puts it in, and just as you expected, Nicole Powell going to take a timeout as the Lopes lead is cut in half early in this second half. We'll be right back after a timeout.
Earning your RN to BSN degree online doesn't have to be without the college experience. Finding your purpose takes support from those around you. GCU's leadership offers over 3 decades of experience delivering our accredited RN to BSN program 100% online. Graduate in as few as 16 months, learning from full-time practicing nurse faculty in small classes. Integrate your education with your faith and Christian worldview.
Find your purpose online at Grand Canyon University. Private, Christian, affordable. Visit gcu.edu.
Lopes leading 39-32, but trailing in this third quarter, being outscored 14-6. Lopes still have a 7-point lead. It was their 15-point lead cut in more than half. Dewey, how can the Lopes extend their lead again? They're still at 7. How can they get it back to 15?
You know, it's dual-sided. We were talking about before, it's an offensive and a defensive effort to get this lead back higher than it was before. It's going to be on the Lopes defense to stop this Owls offense from coming at them and aggressively making these shots. But it's also going to be on the Lopes offense to be able to convert these points back and get these shots to go in the buckets. We saw a 3 from Tashard. We saw some points from Murphy and Gajewski. But you know what? We're going to need some more effort. We're going to need some more well-rounded basketball playing from the Lopes if they're going to come back and make this lead back to where it was.
Well, Lopes have the basketball up by 7. Not the end of the world for them, even though they're being outscored in this first half. Nice screen set by Augusta Shard in the corner. She was open again, and they missed her again. Augusta Shard, that's twice early in this third quarter where she ran a great play in the corner and found herself wide open. Murphy's wide open here, though. Oh, she just misses it.
Murphy's trying to get some of those points. She did really well last game.
Aya DeMarco's going to shoot up a 3. Nice job by her. Olivia Ogumake went up for the rebound, and DeMarco drives this one. Easy layup. We've seen that a lot from the Owls. They're able to beat the Lopes off the dribble and get some easy layups.
That goes back to that defense we were talking about. Lopes getting on top of the Owls and making sure that that defense is aggressive, keeping them from shooting the ball. Gajewski for 3, just misses it.
Rebound by Erica Ogumake. She's charging back up the court very quickly. Aya DeMarco. She had a good game against the Lopes last year when they lost by 14. 7 rebounds and 3 points for her, and she's going to have another easy lay-in. And the Lopes lead is down to 3. Rice with a killer third quarter so far. Lopes need a bucket quickly if they want to keep some momentum. Murphy pump fakes a 3. The drive and a foul against Olivia Ogumake. Got physical there, and Vanessa Murphy was trying to go up for the 2.
She almost thought she got a charge, but was relieved to find out that she didn't.
Caitlin Lee coming in for the Lopes. She's got to be careful here. She's got 3 fouls already. Referees discussing some things. We're going to have a timeout. I think an official's timeout, under 5-minute timeout. We will be right back. Lopes lead by 3.
GCU's College of Science, Engineering, and Technology offers a premier STEM education with relevant curricula designed to lead you to a career in the competitive fields of science, technology, engineering, and math. GCU is investing in the future of our STEM programs with multiple state-of-the-art facilities, providing students with access to cutting-edge technology. Our STEM education is motivated by a Christian worldview, which cultivates ethical decision-making. The College of Science, Engineering, and Technology fosters traits in adaptability, collaboration, creativity, as well as ethical and social awareness, which makes our graduates from our STEM programs more competitive. Through robust collaboration and partnership with industries that require a STEM-prepared workforce, our faculty concentrates exclusively on student success within a deeply nurturing Christian setting. Find out more at gcu.edu/CSET.
Lopes on a scoring drought. No points in the last 2.5 minutes. They still lead by 3, though. They're holding on.
If they don't step up this defense, then the Lopes are going to lose that lead. The scoring is going to need to improve, but right now the defense needs to show up, and the Lopes have to be able to stop Rice from scoring is basically their goal. I can hear Nicole Powell right now. Stop them from scoring. Get in front of them. Put your arms in the air. That's one of the biggest things that we were taught when you first start playing basketball. Put your hands in the air and get in their face. Make sure they can't see what they're doing. Confuse them as a player so that their accuracy goes down a significant amount, and we're not seeing a whole lot of that on the defense from the Lopes right now.
That media timeout may have been a blessing in disguise for the Lopes because Rice is on a 9-0 run. Nicole Powell called a timeout a few moments ago, and a turnover for the Lopes, a horrible inbounds play, and Grigsby looks like she's going to have a layup, and she misses it. Tough play. This one's out against the Lopes. Man, they really needed to get a good inbounds play there, and then they really needed to secure that rebound. They did neither of those, and Rice will have the ball with a chance to tie the game.
Rice looking like they're going to try to go.
Rice is going to have a baseline inbound play. Their point guard Gabrielle Stanton will take it. She gets it up to Grigsby, nothing special. Olivia Ogwumake's got some space. Gabrielle Stanton, she's working on Mobley. Over to Olivia Ogwumake, she's got a three. She's just short. Erica gets the rebound though. And a foul called against August Tashard. She is not happy about the foul call. Thought it was a jump ball.
Both
The
of them had
referee's
their hands
talking
on
about
it.
it though. Referee's talking about it. Fans are booing it. They are not happy with that foul call. And it will stand a foul against August Tashard. Boy, she thought she had that jump ball right away.
They both had their hands on it, as we see right here. They're both fighting for that ball.
Olivia Ogwumake comes in. Easy left-handed layup for her. Caitlin Lee did all she could.
Lopes are going to need to pick up their energy, pick up some of their momentum.
No points in the last 3 minutes for the Lopes. August Tashard's looking to change that. And another turnover against the Lopes. Knight is coming in quick. She's going to go up. No foul called. Tough layup. And a rebound, offensive rebound for Rice. They're going to slow things down. They have a chance to take the lead here. After trailing by 15 and a half, Olivia Ogwumake over to her sister, Erica. Back to Olivia. Good ball movement. They're going to get it back to Gabrielle Stanton up top. High post. Grigsby's got it. Grigsby for three. Yep, Rice leads by 2.
You saw it right there. The Lopes, their defense was not as their defense is just not being as aggressive as it was in the first half, and we've seen with the evidence of this with how many points the Owls have scored in just this first quarter of the second half.
August Tashard for three to try to get it back. Yep, she does it. August Tashard 9 points on 3 for 5 from deep. Gets the Lopes the lead back by 1.
Hopefully that'll be the little boost that the Lopes can have to keep up some of this scoring.
Certainly needed it. Hadn't scored in 4 minutes. That one gets them back on the board and back on top. And Bree Mobley with a steal. Great job by Bree Mobley. Lopes have some momentum. August Tashard, oh, she had some space. I thought maybe she was going to take a little heat check there and try to shoot that one.
Bree Mobley slowing it down.
Bree Mobley driving in. A great right-handed layup for Bree Mobley. Lopes lead by 3.
That's what the Lopes need, some more scoring. You see it right here. Bree Mobley getting around them, just taking the ball straight to the basket.
Olivia
as these long shots.
Olivia Ogwumake ties the game. We are back and forth. What a game, Dewey. What a game.
44-44 with 1:50 left to go in the third quarter. Both teams right now trying to secure the lead again. The Lopes letting the Owls come back.
Offensive foul against Caitlin Lee down low. That is crucial. That's her 4th foul. She's going to have to check out here with just 1:40 remaining in the third quarter. I think Nicole Powell's going to leave her in. Very risky move. Nope, Jordan Jackson coming in. I assume it's for Caitlin Lee. 4 fouls. We got a tie ball game here. And Bree Mobley, I was just going to talk about it with you, Dewey. She hasn't been very aggressive this half, and I think that's got to be why the Lopes have been losing their lead. Only 1 for 2. She's only shot the ball twice.
Yep. We saw in that first half whenever Mobley was on it and fire flames burning. Shot right there by
Erica Ogwumake takes the lead for the Rice Owls. 46-44. Back and forth we go.
The Lopes are now on the offensive trying to fight to get back their lead.
Screen by Murphy. Tashard had some space. Bree Mobley mid-range jumper misses this.
Didn't see anybody down there for the rebound.
Gajewski was open on the wing. I thought maybe she would dish it to her. Lopes have missed a few wide open 3-pointers here early in this second half or in this third quarter. Vanessa Murphy, oh, a great move by Aya DeMarco to get around that. What a move by Aya DeMarco. Great pump fake on Vanessa Murphy, but kept her dribble, got around her, and put it up for 2. Rice leads by 4.
About 35 seconds left in the third quarter.
And Bree Mobley over to Jackson. Offensive foul. Jackson knocked down the 3. That one's a heartbreaker for the Lopes. Mobley drove in, Defender came to help, and Jackson was wide open for three, but Bree Mobley commits the charge.
That's crucial for the Lopes. They needed that shot right there to get them closer and cut away this deficit that they got.
That one's brutal because you saw the three go in, and that's just 3 points right off the board. But another offensive foul called, and that one was definitely an offensive foul.
Yeah.
Gabrielle Stanton, she's driving in a tough layup, almost underhanded that one high and in, but she'll go to the line for two. Stanton 2 for 2 from the line earlier.
Yep.
She's hoping to get Rice up by 6, and the Lopes should have the ball with 24 seconds left. We saw them, they've had the last possession of both quarters. Tashard missed the three in the first, made it in the second half, or in the second quarter at the buzzer to go into the locker room. Stanton makes the first of 2. Gabrielle Stanton, this one falls. This was a short one, but got the shooter's bounce to get in. Bree Mobley takes a look up at the clock.
Stanton
20 seconds left. Signaled with her hand, 4 low. She's going to take it in, and she draws a foul with 11 seconds. I'm a bit surprised by that move. Maybe she wanted to catch the Owls by surprise and not go for the buzzer beater here.
Yeah, it looks like she was trying to go and get some points on the board, slow it down, stop that clock, as Bree Mobley is now going to shoot for 2. The first free throws for Mobley this game. And she'll miss that first one and go for the second.
Lopes trail by 6. Bree Mobley hoping to cut that to 5. Not sure what we're waiting on here. The referee is reviewing it, maybe reviewing a line violation? I am not sure. Maybe a clock? Yeah, I think they were reviewing a line violation, maybe on Rice. But referee confirms there was no violation. 1 shot remaining for Bree Mobley.
They're going to switch out players again. Rice kind of going back and forth.
Chrisman came right in, but checking right out. Bree Mobley hits the second one. Score is 50-45, just 11 seconds remaining in this third quarter. Stanton gonna bring it up. Fans doing the false countdown. See if it gets them. It did not. They have 1 now. Aya DeMarco at the buzzer. Beautiful fadeaway shot by Aya DeMarco, and she is fired up. Her team is pumped up, and they lead by 8 going to the fourth quarter. We're going to take a timeout here, but when we come back, don't go anywhere. It's going to be an exciting fourth quarter on hand in GCU Arena.
Remembrance and reflection, community and celebration, humbled with honor. Our veterans are the silent heroes whose courage and bravery give greater meaning to what it is to be an American. This is a time for reuniting with those who served beside you, for the faces you missed while away. This is a day to stand tall, united with pride. This Veterans Day and every day, Grand Canyon University honors our heroes and pays tribute to your heroism. Thank you for your service. Time. Never enough hours in the day, not enough days in the week. Early starts, late finishes. You always make time for work, for play, or just to be there. There's never been a better time to create a brighter future. Whatever it is that keeps you going, hold on to it. GCU's online degree program puts you first, so you can make the most of your time.
Welcome back here inside GCU Arena. Lopes trail by 8, 12-1 run in the last 2 minutes for Rice. You saw that Veterans Day commercial. Happy Veterans Day, and thank you for your service to any veterans watching our broadcast. And I know some towns do fireworks for Veterans Day, and boy, are we seeing some fireworks here tonight.
Absolutely. You know what? The Rice Owls just scored 35 points in that third quarter. 35 points. Their offense was absolutely on fire against the Lopes. And right now we're sitting at 53-45. Rice leading by 8. We are going into the fourth quarter. This will be the Lopes' last chance to redeem themselves and come out on top.
The score has been tied 3 times. We've had 3 lead changes. Rice is leading for the first time since they led when the score was 6-2 early on in this game. And the Lopes really could use a bucket here. Myra Williams checked in for the Lopes. Bree Mobley's got the ball. Gajewski with some time and space. And an offensive foul called. Nope, referee called it wrong. A push against the Owls. Wow, the fans were about to be absolutely livid if that one was called an offensive foul. Tashard got knocked down by the screen.
We're going to see the Lopes, hopefully their offense is going to kick it into gear and start scoring right here. They gave away a lot of points this last quarter.
Tashard for 3, just misses it. This one's short. Erica Aguamake bringing it up the court. Aya DeMarco hit that buzzer beater at the end of the third quarter. Grigsby defended by Myra Williams. Back to Grigsby. Olivia Aguamake defended. And this one intended for Grigsby, tipped out of bounds, turnover for Rice.
That's necessary and useful for the Lopes. Hopefully they can turn out and use that accident to get some more points on the board.
Kavita Akula having a rough game, struggling from the field, 0 for 2. He's only played 9 minutes in this game. Bree Mobley, mid-range jumper for Mobley. Lopes needed it. 2 points for the Lopes, down by 6. Stanton over to Erica Aguamake.
You're going to see that
Beautiful
again.
Jumper.
Right in the basket. Mobley has not been as aggressive this second half of the game, but she can still shoot it when she needs to.
Aya DeMarco, great pressure. Great block by Gajewski. No foul called. Late whistle by the baseline referee. Foul called against Jessica Gajewski. And Rice will go to the line 4-2.
We're going to see a little bit of frustration on the Lopes' faces as Olivia Aguamake misses that first shot. The Lopes really want to avoid fouling. Olivia makes that second one. Avoid fouling so that they can just avoid free throws for them altogether. That's
Lopes
where they're getting their points from.
They're going to need to play a very fundamentally sound fourth quarter if they want to escape with this win. Jessica Gajewski, deep 3. Oh, just off the back iron. Grigsby came up for the rebound.
Didn't see any rebound there either. Lopes going to really need to keep their eye on the ball. And any missed shot, they're going to need to get some rebounds underneath that basket so they can have multiple opportunities to score.
Aya DeMarco over to Stanton. Back to Aya DeMarco. She's got some space. Oh, almost was going to fire up the 3. She'll slow it down. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Gabrielle Stanton with it with 4 seconds left. She's going to drive in on a foul against Akula. And the basket will count. A foul against Evita Akula and a potential 3-point play upcoming for Gabrielle Stanton and the Owls.
Stanton again, she's 4 for 4 for free throws. And
Gabrielle
that'll be
Stanton
her first
misses
miss.
the free throws. Yep, has to be first miss for her. August Tashard gets the rebound and brings it up the court for the Lopes. They trail by 9. And a foul against Aya DeMarco. She does not like the call there. Jessica Gajewski gets up a little gingerly. Gonna walk it off. Lopes in the bonus. The next foul, they will be in the bonus. Jessica Gajewski. Beautiful move by Gajewski. Over to Mobley. Mobley gonna shoot a three. Oh, just a bit long. Erica dribbles it up from the free throw line jumper. Rebound by Gajewski.
Good look for Mobley for that last three, though. She knew nobody else was open, and she had to take that chance to shoot the ball.
She took her time and had all the time in the world for that one. Here goes Mobley again. Mobley's gonna get in. Easy layup for Bree Mobley. Lopes cut it to 7, but Lopes need to play some defense. This one out of bounds. No touch. Lopes did not tip it. Will be Lopes' ball, force another turnover. That one came in and hit a dancer pretty hard.
Yeah, coach asked her if her leg was okay.
Yeah,
she seems to be doing just
she's
fine.
Okay. Jessica Gajewski. Defended by Aya DeMarco. They switch. Several screen and rolls for the Lopes, and a foul against Olivia Ogwumike.
Looks like the Lopes are going to try to do some of this same strategy that the Owls have been doing and collecting those fouls and getting those shots in. Every foul the Lopes get, they'll get a chance to shoot. After this, August Dechard is going to pass the ball in. Lopes going to take their time, hopefully take their time and be patient enough to get some of these shots in. Out to Bree Mobley taking it up, but no. August Dechard pulls up, misses that shot.
Dechard with a great drive and layup there. Almost got the Lopes down by 4, but just misses it. Knight in the corner for 3. Just 2. Foot was on the line. 2 for Rice. They lead by 11. Myra Williams over to Bree Mobley. Mobley's got some space and a foul down low against Erica Ogwumike. August Dechard inbounds to Gajewski. Gajewski runner, yep, she puts it in. Lopes cutting that deficit. Lopes doing a great job on offense, but can't seem to figure it out on defense.
Absolutely. Lopes getting those points in. Gajewski, Mobley, Dechard working their way around. Mobley with the steal right there. She's going to take it down.
Great job by Mobley. She's got Myra Williams to her left. Not going to dish it to her. Going to go up herself. Misses it just a little bit short. She may want that one back later. Gabrielle Stanton going to slow it down. Over 5 minutes remaining here. Rice going to use their shot clock. Lopes need to D up. GCU Arena is fired up, rooting their Lady Lopes on. Erica Ogwumike for 3. She pours one in. Huge bucket for Rice.
Rice has definitely heated up this second half of the game. The Lopes came back in that first half and outshot the Owls. But the Owls are now doing the same to the Lopes. A little miscommunication there.
61-51. Scoreboard is a bit wrong here in GCU Arena.
Lopes are only up by, or Rice is only up by 10.
Knight with a layup, and now they're up by 12. Kavita Akula bringing it up for the Lopes. Lopes need to get some fireworks, catch fire a little bit. They want to come back down by 12. Akula in the corner for 3. Oh, this one just short. Lopes have gone a little cold this half. Stanton dribble handoff, Erica Ogwumike. Rice playing very solid here in this second half, shooting 68% from the field. The Lopes get the rebound. Akula over to Bree Mobley. Mobley going to take her time all the way to Dechard. Gajewski open for 3, just misses, but Myra Williams tracks down the rebound. Dechard back to Gajewski. She was open for another 3. She'll drive. Nice right-handed layup. Oh, just slips over the basket. She does not get the end one, but will go to the line. 4-2.
That's that kind of aggressive shot that we need from the Lopes right there. But we got a timeout on the court, and we will come right back after this.
Lopes at Grand Canyon University. Private, Christian, affordable. Visit gcu.edu.
Rice leads by 12. We got t-shirt time here in GCU Arena. Everyone's excited, and they're also excited to root on the Lopes and get this final push and maybe boast a comeback, but it's going to be tough when the other team is shooting 65%.
Absolutely. The score is 63-51. Rice now up by 12 points, whereas the Lopes were up by 15 points at halftime, and the tides have turned for the second half of the game. The Lopes not being as aggressive as they were the first half. They have had no points in the last 2 minutes, and we're still waiting to see the Lopes come back and capitalize and convert some of these shots.
Tough finish for the Lopes. 4 minutes and 9 seconds remaining in this fourth quarter. They trail by 12. They are going to need a good comeback here. They're going to need Nicole Powell. What is she telling them right now to get this last push? 4 minutes left, plenty of time to come back by 12.
You're right, and you know what? You can see it on the court. Some of the players like Gajewski and Murphy and Mobley, they're getting tired. They're not utilizing the rest of their team. They're trying to go for the ball directly themselves. And you know what? I can imagine that she's telling them, use your team. Use the other players on your team to get the ball around, to get the ball where it needs to go, so that you guys can work together and not just run yourselves into the ground. You got to work together. You got to use the rest of your group. As Gajewski shoots.
She drew a foul right before we went to break. She'll knock in the first. Very good free throw shooter for the Lopes. Probably one of the best shooters the Lopes has on this roster.
Absolutely.
She knocks down both. Lopes going full court press. A little miscommunication here early on in the full court press. They're doing a great job. Great press, but they get it to Knight. Knight's coming down. She dumps it to Olivia Ogumake. Easy two for Rice. August Tashar bringing it back up. Lopes desperately need baskets, and they need them fast.
Still having an error with the scoreboard. Score is actually 65-53.
Jessica Gajewski, far wing, 5 seconds on the shot clock. She knows it. Little left leaner, and she misses this one short. Didn't get her full legs into that one. 3.5 minutes, under 3.5 minutes. Gabrielle Stanton taking her time, dribble handoff, Aya DeMarco. Knight over to Grigsby. DeMarco was flashing down low. Grigsby missed her. Stanton over to Knight. Aya DeMarco defended by Vanessa Murphy. Very similar type players, tall players, but they like to play on the outside. Aya DeMarco trying to work her off the dribble, and a great step through layup. She beats the shot clock. And a great bucket for Rice. They go up by 12 again. Or they go up by 14 now. And Bree Mobley loses this one out of bounds. Tipped away by Olivia Ogumake. August Tashard inbounds to Bree Mobley. Hand off over to Tashard. Gajewski, she's got Mobley, 2.5 minutes remaining. Lopes trail by 14. Time is running out for the Lopes and their comeback hopes. Over to Vanessa Murphy. Vanessa Murphy throws up a three, and she puts it in. Great shot by Vanessa Murphy. She gets on the board for the first time for the Lopes.
That's exactly what they need. Vanessa Murphy hasn't really been present in this game, but that shot is definitely huge for the Lopes, especially with the deficit they are facing right now.
Knight inbound to Ogumake. High post, nice screen and roll. Olivia Ogumake goes up hard, blocked by Gajewski, but she gets her own rebound and puts it back up. That's a heartbreaker for the Lopes.
Absolutely, that first block was excellent by Gajewski, but she just got the ball right back, and Ogumake goes back and puts the ball in the basket.
Tashard has space, lays it off to Bree Mobley. Mobley with 15 on the shot clock, 1.5 minutes remaining in this game. Lopes trail. Bree Mobley Up to Tashard. Tashard's going to shoot a three, and she's going to hit it. Lopes cut it to 10. A minute and 20 seconds remaining. Gabrielle Stanton. Lopes they're trying to break the press, and a travel called. The substitution, Taylor Bennett, came in. She took too many steps. Great press by the Lopes, and they turn it over. It is a 10-point game, and now I believe the referees are addressing the score. Yep, referees are going to come over, talk about the score. Our sports information director, Sarah Woodward, doing a great job over there. She's got the scoreboard correct on her stat monitor. 69 to 59, Rice leads. Scoreboard inside GCU Arena says 71 to 59. So Lopes trail by 10 with a minute 16 remaining.
It was a small error in the input on the scoreboard. Jumped from 56 to 60 instead of to 58, and it's been 2 points ahead
yeah, it's been
ever
wrong
since.
For the last 5 minutes. The Havocs right behind us have been letting the refs know about it for the last couple minutes.
Yep.
Quick little timeout here for both teams. Lopes still trailing by 10, a minute 16 left. Dewey, Gajewski, Tashard, and Mobley are having great games. They're going to need someone else to come in strong and hit a three, or they're just going to need to be clutch themselves. Lopes also are going to need a lockdown on defense.
Absolutely. I mean, they can only work so hard by themselves. They're getting worn out. They've been playing the majority of this game, if not all of it. And their energy level is dwindling down. They don't have as much energy as they used to. So they need, like I said before, to utilize the rest of their team. They have to be able to move the ball around and either drive to the basket and make sure that they can make those layups and make short, close shots to the basket, or they have to be a lot more accurate in getting players like Tashard and Mobley and Murphy over to the basket so that they can shoot as well.
Now we mentioned this mistake by the scoreboard operator happened a few minutes ago, so the referees have to track way back and figure this out. Does this timeout benefit Rice or GCU more? GCU kind of had some momentum, forced a turnover, but Rice, they were hot. They're hot this whole half, shooting 69% in this second half from the field. Who does this benefit more?
Honestly, I think it stops Rice from their momentum. They had the momentum. They left before this little official timeout, dwindling that momentum down. But now they also have points going down as they've stopped playing and they've stopped moving in their momentum forward.
Well, the referees corrected the score, but not as much as I think they would. They send it to 70 to 59. So instead of 69 to 59, it is 70 to 59. Referees now going to talk over to the sports information directors.
We've had the score in front of us right here.
This is chaos right now. The fans staying in a good mood though, staying hyped, keeping their energy high, hoping for the Lopes to get it done. Now the referee going to talk to the visiting coach.
And it looks like they
finally looks like they figured it out. 69-59, Lopes trail by 10. This is just tough for the basketball players too. They just want to get this game get over with and finish it off, you know. Lopes had some momentum, Rice had some momentum. Both teams, this is just a tough kind of timeout for them. But they are back. August Tashard with the inbound. Bree Mobley. Bree Mobley barking out commands. Just over a minute left. Lopes need to score quick. They're taking their time. Gajewski over to Murphy. Murphy seems to know. Murphy was going to shoot a three. We're under 1 minute now. Bree Mobley over to Murphy. Murphy for three. Lopes need it. Just short. Gajewski comes in for the rebound. Gajewski over to Tashard. 50 seconds left. Lopes need to hurry, dude. They're taking their time with just 10 minutes left.
Absolutely. The Lopes being a lot wiser with their decisions, getting the rebounds back, but they're not shooting the ball, and that's what they need to do. They need the points right now.
Coach Powell telling them to hurry up. Over to the corner, Mobley. She takes her time. Myra Williams back to Mobley. Mobley with 6 on the clock, 5. Vanessa Murphy, beautiful shot, wide open, but she misses. Lopes took way too much time off that shot clock. Gajewski doing a great job. Jump ball, Great hustle by Gajewski, but you got to think that possession killed the Lopes' chances of winning this game.
It sure did. They had the ball for at least a good
They
minute.
took 50 seconds off the clock. They had the ball with 1:16, and now we got 21 on the clock, so almost a minute they took off. A brutal possession, and just 18 left on this game clock. And I don't know if the Lopes are going to be fouling or not. I think they're just going to let this game run out. 8-7-6. And Rice is going to escape with a win, powered on by their 35-point third quarter. They complete the comeback here in GCU Arena, spoiling their regular season opener and Nicole Powell's debut.
Absolutely. And like we said before, they beat the Lopes last year 64-50, and now they've done it again 69-59 against the Lopes. The Lopes played hard, Rice played hard, both teams played their hearts out, and we had a lot of momentum offensively and defensively for both teams today.
Lopes dropped a tough one here. Their next home game is against Duke on Sunday. Should be a good one, that one locally televised by Cox. You can find it on YourView Arizona, and always, of course, GCU TV. Stick around for the men's game here at 7 p.m. That one is also on GCU TV. Pre-game starts at 6:30. Remember to follow us on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram, and subscribe to our YouTube channel at youtube.com/GCU. Tough loss for the Lopes, but a great performance by a few. Standout Gajewski with 21, Mobley with 23. Mobley, the player of the game for the Lopes. Make sure to have a great night. Catch that men's basketball game in a couple hours, and go Lopes.